We are in the middle of summer now here, and the South Indian summer can get pretty hot for a pretty long period of time. That's not always easy because it can really become very hot and it's difficult to cool down. But I won't miss this time of the year because it's the time of the fruits and especially of the pineapple. It's now during this hot summer month that I got an abundance of pineapples from the garden. Right now they are in all stages and I can harvest pineapples every day. And besides many sweet pineapples, I still got an abundance of papaya, which I have all year round here. It's such an incredible thing to see the pineapples transform from the very first beginning to the ripening state. They start with just a red sphere in the middle of the plant and then become these red fruits that slowly turn into a dark green, and from there they become a light green till they finally become yellow and orange and are ready to eat. I also got to harvest my first 3 guavas. These are pink guavas and they were so delicious. The tree is a grafted tree that I just planted not even a year ago. The tree itself is still tiny, small. It's really huge. Okay, I think that's the biggest pineapple that I ever harvested in this garden. So with this I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So one pineapple will make next year 11 pineapples and 12 pineapples, because that will also be one. And that's the way to harvest them, when they are really like orange, yellow. They're only ready when they're really smelling like pineapples from far away, and you discover them like this. And all the shoots here will get a pineapple. And I got one more pineapple that I'm gonna harvest now, because this is really, that's just huge. Maybe this is just the bigger one. Wow. This is amazing, for the little effort that you put inside when you just break off this thing and put it into the ground, and then you get this. So I'm just feasting on this beautiful pineapple that I harvested. It's so huge, I have to keep the rest, and it's really delicious. And now I'm going to continue to prepare these side shoots for planting. I just have to remove the outer leaves, so here the roots will come out. And there are so many, and I think half of it I will just plant outside, because I will not have so many glasses. I mean, that's just the side shoots from one pineapple, and there are so many. Real quick, I just wanted to show you, that's a good example of how much more life energy is in food that you grow yourself. And that's the real luxury, I think, of growing your own food, because there is really some living energy inside, and we are living beings, so we should put life energy into our bodies. So this is a pineapple that I bought from a shop, and I put it in a jar, I think 3 or 4 weeks ago, maybe even longer. They just are in jars till till I have the time to plant them out, or till I need the jars for new tops. And this is the one that's from my garden. So only the tops use. This one is completely wrinkled down. I can touch it. It's like really, there is not much life in it anymore. And this one I cannot even touch because it's so fresh. Now it comes to the interesting part. This one I put in a glass, I think 4 or 5 weeks ago. In between 3 or 5 weeks ago, I don't really remember. And these are the roots that come out of it. I don't know if it's visible. So yeah, these are the roots. This one I put in the glass, I think 5 days ago, maximum 6. And these are the roots that this pineapple made. And if I keep it like a little bit longer, it will be fully full of roots. And this is just after a few days. And the other one is after a month. Yeah, and the same thing counts for the food that you eat. So this pineapple will be full of life energy, and this one is just like minimal energy inside. So it makes such a big difference, and I think that's the luxury of really growing your own food. The life energy that's in it, and probably you even need less food because it's so much denser and so much more vibrant. All these tops just from 2 pineapples and 2 more for previous pineapples, but so many. I will put them in the jars now, the big ones, and the small ones I think I will put in the nursery directly into the soil and see what happens. And I got still 1 more pineapple for tomorrow. And 1 more pineapple. This morning I did some weeding here, the pineapples, because they get always overgrown by these creepers that are around the canyon, and I discovered so many pineapples that are ready, and I really need to take them, and it's time for breakfast. And the small ones are the sweetest ones. So that will be my breakfast. I'm sure by now there are about 200 or 300 pineapple plants in my garden. I started to plant them pretty early when I started the garden, and mostly all around the edge of the garden where there is the canyon. And I found it works great to plant them in patches so they hold each other, because when the pineapples grow they will start to collapse. And pineapples especially is one fruit that tastes so different if you harvest it from your own garden when it's really ripe and sweet and there is no acidity. So yes, and if I want to eat more pineapples, I have to plant more pineapples.